The singer Justin Hines is going places in more ways than one and shattering a lot of preconceptions as he goes along. Tracy Smith shows you what we mean.
Tell me I'm falling, tell me I'm done.
His voice and his songs have taken him all around the globe.
Tell me I'm leaving.
From his native Canada to South Africa and Dubai. Justin Hines is 29 and on top of the world.
Does your success still surprise you?
Yes. Yes, it does.
And if I ever lose my place in time.
Perhaps what's most surprising is that he's done it all from a wheelchair.
How would you describe your stage show?
Well, a lot of choreography is not going to be happening. Still working on the dance moves per se, but no, it's really important for me to try to connect sort of on an emotional level with people.
Justin Hines was born with Larson syndrome, a rare joint disorder that means he's unable to walk. He prefers to see it as an asset.
Do you want to race?
Okay, you ready? Here we go.
In a strange way, I think it's kind of good. If my thing is that I roll around on four wheels and that's how people sort of have that click, remember me, then I'm okay with that. Heels versus wheels, wheels tend to win, yeah, for sure.
Tell me I'm falling, tell me I'm
His songs, like his outlook, are decidedly upbeat.
I have a hard time leaving a song just kind of negative because I always see that, at least I think, there's always a positive resolution to things.
You're not the guy who's going to do the teen angst songs.
Not so much. Me and Marilyn Manson probably shouldn't do a tour together, I would say, but
When I look back at all the pictures that I have of Justin, he's smiling in every one of them.
It's an optimism that amazes even his mom, Carol. After all, Justin spent most of the first 5 years of his life in the hospital. His mom never left his side and sang to him constantly.
He would actually sing along. He couldn't talk, but he would be making all these noises. If I didn't know better, I would think he was singing in Italian, like an opera.
I think that was in a lot of ways my lifeline because I was so drawn to music even at such a young age that I think I probably took a lot of comfort in that. And certainly music coming from your mother is probably, you know, one of the most beautiful things ever.
By the time Justin was preschool age, he was singing Willie Nelson. By age 7, he'd written his first song, a gospel tune.
God is up in heaven and he knows it all. Bye-bye.
There was a time when he actually asked you, what is it like to walk?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay.
So he's how old?
About 5 or 6. And he just turned to me and he said, Mom, I wonder what it's like to walk. And I just went, whew. My heart just kind of, and I thought, okay, think quick. So I put one of his feet on each of my feet.
My legs weren't perfectly straight, so it was kind of unstable, but she took a couple steps with me, and it seemed like a lot of work. Really overrated, I thought.
Walking?
Yeah, walking.
When he was 14, Justin Hines won a contest to sing at a Toronto Raptors basketball game in front of 17,000 people.
It helped me get rid of any stage fright I might have had for the future, because in terms of crowds, they don't generally get too much bigger than that.
He was on his way. He released his first album, Sides, in 2007. But it was his second album, with the song and video, Say What You Will, that really took off.
So say what you will before it's
I don't think any of us really anticipated how amazing some of the responses. It was just people sharing their hearts.
Say What You Will was an overnight hit in Canada, and then went to #1 in South Africa, where they made it their own.
say what you will before it's too late.
The song was used in a campaign to build more than 20 schools there. When he visited last spring, Justin was overwhelmed to find himself a superstar.
I would like to also to tell you
I've never experienced anything like that, truthfully, and who knows if I will again, but it was very powerful. I'm gonna shake your hand. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, man. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Got my heart out here.
Back in North America, he raises money and awareness for people with disabilities,
Now, what are you signing there?
I'm signing my assumption of risk.
sometimes going over the edge.
You rappelled down a, what, 33-story building?
Yeah, something like that. 33, I think it was. Yeah.
Why?
Well, it was a very good cause.
Justin Hines has spent his life defying everybody's expectations.
Dude, thank you so much, man.
Absolutely, thank you.
Wow, what a treat, man.
4 years ago, he defied his own.
I never really thought my situation would allow for a partner. I know it sounds bizarre, but I just never really thought that would be my reality. Yeah?
Yeah.
Savannah Him, who wrote to Justin after hearing his music, didn't see it that way.
I felt really lucky when I got to him because I thought, who wouldn't want to be with him? That's what I thought, so that's what I think.
Savannah, I don't really think sees my chair at all, and that's amazing to me.
They were married on May 31st, 2008. Now, Savannah travels everywhere with him as both wife and roadie. And yet, as close as they are, Savannah had never seen him play the piano. He taught himself behind closed doors, the way he writes his songs.
And I believe that it's the hardest thing to do. When I'm weak, I find my strength in you, in my quiet hour.
That's always been his alone time in his studio, and I never wanted to interrupt that.
The night we were there, at a concert in Toronto this fall, Justin Hines played the piano in public for the first time.
In my quiet hour.
I've never seen you play and sing before. Did you know that? It was beautiful. Okay.
Notes of courage and hope.
In my quiet hour.